Hello everyone, so let's start without any further conversation. Jimin, huh? Yoongi, call me by my name. Don't call me sir. Jimin, but you are my sir. Yoongi, it's alright. You help me. Jimin don't know what to say. He just nodded. Jimin don't know what to say now. He just nodded. Jimin, I think the rain don't stop now, so I make something for dinner. Yoongi, Jimin, don't do all this. I will just go. I will just go. Uh, I will go. Just the rain stop. Jimin, it's 10 p.m., sir. It's alright, dinner time, so it's okay, he said, and Yoongi stays silent. Here he didn't say anything and sit on the couch. Jimin go in the kitchen. Jimin go in the kitchen and he start to take the ingredients. He is thinking what he make. Yoongi is here, and finally he thought to make kimchi. And the next 2 hours wait, as my pronunciation of Korean is not that much good. He start to make the dishes. Yoongi sit there, Yoongi in mind. But if a good, but he got to know if you go to know if you go to know about Bogam and me, I have to tell him about Bogam also. But after knowing about Bogam, he me on my what I do. I am so confused. My phone is also in car. What I do to the what I said to the mom now. He is thinking, and Jimin see him. Jimin, what he is thinking? Yoongi, Jimin, huh? He suddenly turned, and he didn't see his finger. Jimin, oh, Yoongi, Jimin, what you did? He ran to him, and he held his hand. Yoongi, what you did, Jimin? Don't you know cooking? Jimin, I know, it's just Yoongi, come. He make him sit on the couch and he put on his finger. Jimin see him and he looked into another side. Jimin, you call me sir, Yoongi. I said you call me Yoongi. And can you give me your phone? I have to call my family to inform them. They must be waiting for me. Jimin nodded. Jimin, yeah, sure, sir. I mean, Yoongi, wait. He go in his room and take his phone and come down. Yoongi thanks Jimin, no problem. He go in the kitchen, and Yoongi start to walking in the living room. He called Namjoon and informed him about this place. He is because of the rain. He come back when the rain is stop. When the rain is stop, he cut the call and look at Jimin. Yoongi, you want any help? Jimin, no, I don't. It's almost done. He said, and Jimin placed the food on the table. Jimin placed the food on the table. Yoongi signed to see him. He really wanted to spend s.lap with his deeply. The both sit on the couch. Yoongi, how you stay alone after Jen? Jimin, I don't have any problem. I will. Yoongi, you ever someone? Jimin, huh? Jimin, huh? Okay. Yoongi, I ask something wrong. Jimin, no, I don't. Yoongi, oh, and why? It's okay. And why? It's okay. I'm not your boss here. You can talk with me freely. Jimin, because I am. I am not a material. I want a partner, not all this. Jimin, oh, I understand. Jimin served him the food and Yoongi started to eat. Yoongi, the food is so tasty, Jimin. Jimin, thanks, sir. Yoongi, Jimin, I want to said something. He signed and take a deep breath. Yoongi, Jimin, I don't know how you react after knowing this, but it's true. He said, and the food is he starts. Jimin see him. Jimin, huh? What, Yoongi? Are you okay? Jimin nodded. Jimin, yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Hmm. Hmm. तो कितने से की? हाँ? तो कितने से की? Okay, so the next is Jimin. When I see first time, just I take time to realize on Jimin Jungi. I need time to think about this. I don't set anything here now. Okay, take your time as much you want. He said, and Jimin just nodded. They both, they both. Okay, wait a minute. Send it. And they both. Yoongi, take your time as you want. And don't eat much. Yoongi, see outside. Yoongi, the rain is stopped now. I have to go. Jimin, have a safe journey. Yoongi, thanks. You also take care and close the door. Hmm. Close the door. Jimin nodded and Yoongi closed him. Yoongi see him. He go. Jimin closed the door and he closed his eyes. He signed Jimin. He also me like I do. I said Jim, yes, of course. But the problem when we both each other getting you is that much easy. I don't know. I have to set him yes on that time. It's okay. I will tomorrow. He becomes so happy and run in the living room. Yoongi come home. He sits on the bed and he sign. He see no one is in the room and then the door open. Namjoon come. So finally you come, brother. Yoongi, yeah, because of the rain. Um, it's okay. You do dinner or not? Yoongi, I do. I am okay. Yoongi, Namjoon, I want to talk with you. I yeah, said Yoongi, Namjoon as someone. You are Yoongi. Yoongi, so what, Namjoon? We both know Bogum is here just for my. Yeah, but what you said to Yoongi, like I am going to tell her, and still he need time. I will think something. He need time. What? Wait, you. Yoongi, So Aram know him. Jimin, and what she said. Yoongi, he said she needs some time. Aram, okay. But Yoongi, tell him about Bogum. Explain him. Don't him. Okay, wait a minute. Him. Okay, him. And don't hide anything from Jin. Tell him by yourself. I didn't tell him anything. Yoongi, I have to meet Young also. I meet with him in morning and also tell him. Now take rest. Good night, Yoongi. Good night and go. Yoongi, Yoongi Yoongi go for fresh up. After some times, when he come, he see a boy is in his room. Yoongi, what you are doing here? Bogum, you come, Yoongi. It's been a long time you don't come home, Yoongi, and it's because of you. Bogum, please, Yoongi. and you stop your acting and go from here. He said, and you at least dodge in front of me. Hope so you me one day, he said, and go from there. Yoongi-san, Yoongi, I don't come because of all this, he said, and he lay on the bed. He closed his eyes. Okay, so when Jin go to meet him, yeah, I see how much voiceover I do when Jin go to meet him. Okay, so it's final. Hmm. Oh, he lay on the bed. Yoongi come home. Oh, Yoongi come office. Next day, he go in his office. As Jimin still didn't give him any answer, and he think he don't ask him anything. Jimin tell him by himself. They do their work. Jimin thought to tell him after the work. Jimin is talking with the receptionist, and the boy, a lady, come with him. Jimin, Yoongi sir wants coffee. Can you give him? I have to give the file to the Namjoon Hyun receptionist. Receptionist, sure sir. Jimin about to go when someone hold his hand and return. Jimin say him, you are Park Jimin, right? Jimin, yes, I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Uh-huh. You don't because you don't know me. But as I give you my introduction, I am Min Bogum of Min Yoongi. He said, and Jimin shocked Bogum. What happened? Why you are shocked, huh? Jimin, sorry, you come first time office, that's why. Sing bandera ke bar. Hmm. That's why. That's why I don't know. Bogum, you may new here. Jimin, yes, I am. I am the secretary, Mrs. Min, and I am your boss, mom. Jimin, hello, ma'am. I know you. Mrs. Min, good for you if you know who we are. She said, and Jimin don't understand anything. Jimin sir is in meeting. I will show you his office. Mrs. Min, this is our office, mister. We know where is his office. Jimin, okay. And she go. He turned to receptionist and she also signed as no like she don't know anything. Jimin in mind. What she said, he is Yoongi. And to me yesterday, he don't know his eyes. Automatically he wipe. He don't know anyone. He don't want anyone see him and he go from there. This is enough for him to know Yoongi is he can't think about further. And meanwhile in Yoongi office. ओके सो ये जो वॉइस ओवर बच्चा था ना करने वाला ये ज़रा होता है मुझे लगता है कि ये मैं नहीं कर सकती पर आई हैव टू डू Yoongi come in the meeting. His meeting just finished and the deal once again. He come and he see and you see his mom and Bogum is already in the office. Yoongi, mom, Mrs. Min, oh, you come? We are waiting for you from a long time. Yoongi come and he sit on his chair. Yoongi, and may I know the reason why you come here? Mrs. Min, Bogum want to see office. Yoongi, this is a working place, not a park you come to see. Mrs. Min, it's alright, it's his office. You tell me, huh? Your staff don't have. Yoongi, why? What happened? Mrs. Min, we come and we meet with your secretary. I said him who I am, and he said yes, he know. He don't even come to drop us here. Just tell me the way, Yoongi mom. You know the way of my office, so it's okay, Mrs. Min. Still, I don't have any. He don't even ask me I want something or not. Yoongi, tell me what you want. Mrs. Min, I will tell you later. Yoongi, wait. He called someone. Yoongi sent Jimin in the office. He cut the call. Mrs. Min, said your secretary to bring tea for us. Yoongi, he is my secretary. Not. He do only my work. I said someone else, and the door knocked. Jimin come. He didn't look up, not look at him. Jimin, yes sir. You call me Yoongi. You okay, Jimin? He became as his voice is so low. Jimin didn't say anything. Bogum looked at Mrs. Min. Mrs. Min, hey boy, bring tea for us, Yoongi mom. I said I told someone else, Jimin. I will come in 10 minutes, he said, and Yoongi mom, Mrs. Min, what mom? He is just your secretary. He will not if he do our work. Yoongi mom, please, Bogum Yoongi. She is your. Okay, so I personally don't like a character. I don't know why. But as an author, I have to write. I don't skip like you. Your mom, Yoongi, you don't speak. Mrs. Min, he's a Yoongi. Yoongi speaks something and Jimin come. He shocked. Jimin, oh no. The way Jimin is reacting, I think he got to know about Bogum. No. I have to explain him everything. Jimin served them the tea and she gave to Mrs. Min. She rolled her eyes and then he gave to Bogum and intentionally the tea on Jimin. He Yoongi Jimin. He stand up and he about to hold his hand and take his step back. Bogum, I am Yoongi. You are, huh? Don't you use them if you have. Mrs. Min, he's your Yoongi. Don't forget, you all said this to him just because of him. That Yoongi mom, please stay silent. You are my mom. I don't such anything, and I don't have in this. Bogum, you are saying no to me just because of you don't know even he's or not. I know people like them, they like you and then take their. He complete and she feel on his cheeks. He look at Yoongi. Bogum, you just me because of him is flung like a water. He can't take it anymore. He go from there. Yoongi, one more word, and I will you in the. Mrs. Min, you know what you did. Yoongi, I know what I did, and it's good if you take him. I give him today, he said, and go from there. Mrs. Min, he become ignore him, Bogum. Let's go, Bogum. Because of that boy, you see now what I do with him, and they also go. And they also go. Okay, so still my text has become short. I don't know how as I write the much, but some of the words I don't say. That's why the text is short. So what we do? We do nothing. We wait for the next text. As I think the next text is in the living room, and then at the Yoongi room. Don't know. I am right. Jimin come home. Jimin, like seriously? He literally me. He said she me and what she do with me, huh? He wipe is it's true for him. Maybe more than Yoongi. Jen come. Jimin, when you come home, And why you come early? She see Jimin and shocked. Jimin see his Nona and he starts. Jen, tell me what happened. Jimin, him Nona. Jen, at least tell me what happened. Jimin, look at her and is. Jen, okay, okay. Tell me fast. What happened? Jimin, why he me? Nona, he's and he said he is not Jen who? Jimin stays silent and look at her. Jen, I don't know what I don't know what you are doing. So Jen is no. Jen, but if you want to share something to me, so tell me. Jen, Jimin, you can go. Jen see and her phone start ringing. She go. Jimin see his sister and he sit on the couch. He closes eyes. Jimin, if you want to go, if you want to go like this, why you come to me when you make me for you? Just why? He closes his eyes and places his head on the couch. And you don't know when he fell in sleep. It's almost time when he opened his eyes because of someone knocking on the door. And you know who come? Jimin sign as no, Jimin, no, Jimin, don't open the door. You don't forget what he did with you. He see the door and he go upstairs without looking back. Jimin is feeling like he will now. He don't even end his heart. Okay, so the apartment is really so small. Hmm. Yoongi come home. He sit on the bed. Yoongi, oh Jimin, how can I tell you how much I mean Yoongi more than anything. Yoongi, I talk with you tomorrow. I tell you everything. I know you understand. June, I will never talk with him. I leave the house and also leave the job. I go from here. Jimin, I will never come in your life again. Jimin, spend your life. I will with you tomorrow. So यहाँ पर यूंगी आना था. Jimin, okay. So Yoongi, are you Jimin? Jimin and I you. Okay, so both are really not really in mood to talk with each other as what he did. Hmm. 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 Yoongi sign. Yoongi sign. He didn't talk with his mother and others. Jin come in the room. Jin saw Yoongi. Hyung, come sit. Jin sit with this. So yeah, his Jin used someone. Yoongi nodded. Yoongi, I want to tell you, but I don't get time. Don't get the time. Jin, your mom is also at your Yoongi. She is not my Jin. Don't said this. Namjoon is in London. Can you take me there? Yoongi, where? Jin, I want to meet him. Yoongi, how can you go like this? I am fine. Just take me. Yoongi, what you do? Jin, I said take me. Yoongi Hyung, if Namjoon Hyung me. Jin do as I said. He said and Yoongi nodded. He helped him to stand up and then he take Jimin at Jimin house. He take Jin at Jimin house carefully. Uh, okay, so he is Namjoon go London. Yoongi again knock. Yoongi again knock on the door. Jimin come down. Jimin he see he again start. Now I don't leave him. He opened the door. He about to speak but he stopped when he see Jimin and Jin. Can I come in? Jimin, yeah. He don't look at Jimin as you know it's not if Jin stands. Jin, uh, Yoongi, you go and sit in the car. I will call you after some time. Jimin, but Young, Jin, do as I said. He said and she go. They sit on the couch. Jimin, Jin Hyun, you are here. Jin, yes, I am here. You know what happened today? Jimin nodded. Jimin, Jin, and you know what you have to do next? Jimin, if I again go and we become again Hyung, he again become the same. Jin, so it's not solution, Jimin. Jimin, he is not like before anymore, Hyung. I decide. I go away from here and let him stay with Bogum. Jin, so you give yoongi to him. Jimin, for yoongi happiness, and just Jin happiness. You also know how much he is happy. Huh. Jimin, and if I said yes to him, he remember everything for sure, and he become like he was in past. Jin, so what, Jimin? We can't change him. He is okay whenever he is with you. Jin, you forget how he tried to himself when I go out just for 1 hour. Jin, you stay with him. Jimin sign as no Jimin no Hyung. I can't stay with him like this again. Jin, so what you do, huh? You let him stay like this? He think he give that bogum? And you again, Jimin. And I said no, simple. Now I have reason. Jimin think once again, Jimin. You promise me you stay with me. Jin, I am Jimin. He, he may the past. Who is he? Who is he? And what he is used to in past. But his skills and his behavior still same. Jimin didn't say anything. Jin hope so you understand what I want to say. Jimin 2 months pass Hyung. Now he closed his eyes to let his Jimin 2 months pass. He don't take me in his. I am doing everything just for him. Jin, you will change. You will change. You will change him, Jimin. Jimin sign as no. Jimin no Hyung. Yoongi is okay. He give to him. I said him no. He know. I know he start a new life and he places his hand. Jimin and we stay together. Jin, you separate. And Jimin, I know, but I do all this for him. I know they understand me. Jin hope so. Now let's see ओके इसके 33 मिनट्स के आए थे इसलिए इसने 5 मिनट्स का कहा ओके सो होप सो नाउ लेट्स सी what he do Yoongi can I come now Jin Hyung Jin yeah come Yoongi what you both talk Jin nothing just ask him you are not Yoongi no what she said Jin no Yoongi huh Yoongi huh Jimin come out from then three third last thing. Jimin come out from the house and 1 week passed. Jimin didn't meet with Yoongi nor he attend his call. He also don't know what is he how is he? It's winter and there is about to come. Jimin come in the park. All where is the snow so he sits somewhere in the park. The whole park is empty. What is happening with us, Yoongi? How can we are staying like this or what I do, huh? If you're what I do, huh? I compromise on but don't on You will after knowing what I want. He closed his eyes and his vision due to he wiped his and he placed his hand on his Jimin. I will be your you don't be young and what about me, huh? And what about me, huh? Hmm. तो मेरा थोड़ा रह गया 5 मिनट only 5 minutes are left तो 48 पे ख़त्म होगा okay so 5 minutes hmm. Jimin shocked he turned and he see Yoongi stand there Jimin Yoongi what you are saying Jimin I don't understand with whom you stay and what about me, huh? Jimin's son, Yoongi don't understand anything. Otherwise, it will be for him. Jimin, no, nothing. You go. Why you come? Yoongi, don't you see you're for me? Jimin, no, I don't. And you can go from here. You are a. I never talk with you, and you no need to talk with me. Huh? Yoongi, you said, and I listen you. Jimin, yes, you have to listen me. Yoongi, oh, now wow, huh? No, this is not the third last text actually. Huh? I will never listen you, huh? Jimin, go from here, Yoongi. He about to go when Yoongi hold his hand. Jimin shocked. Jimin, what are you doing? What are you doing? He stand up, Yoongi. Listen me, Jimin. I will you and don't take me easy. So don't try to so don't try to go away from me. He said and he go from there. Jimin see him. Jimin, why Yoongi? Why you become like this? Jimin come Jimin come. This was the third last text. Jimin come in the cabin. He have with Dr. Hit sit on the chair. Hey, Mr. Min, how are you? Yoongi fine. You do the I said you do. Jimin, yeah. He said and hand over him the file. Jimin always feels so whenever he have to come for. Okay, so Mr. Min, again I have the same question. Where is your Jimin? You tell me what you want to say. You know, Mr. Min, what is the most important thing in this time? How you want your with you. Jimin, we don't stay together, and you're even it's day by day. You're is not at all, Jimin. If something happens to me, you just need your attention and care, nothing else. I write some more. This is for you. Jimin nodded. Okay, so Jimin nodded. थोड़ा सा ही रह गया 45 हुए होंगे 46 2 minutes voice over are left यार मेरे बाल ऐसे अजीब से हो गए ना weird से I do something with them Jimin, thank you. He take the and now he is waiting on the street. Jimin, I really want your Yoongi now. Not me or want also wants, but he once again Jimin Yoongi. Why we are like this? Just why? He closed his eyes and then he went on his face. He opened his eyes and he see the same street they meet on that night. And now the weather is also same. Jimin, huh? I have to go home early. Jimin is walking and then the car come and stop in front of him. Jimin see he take his step back. Jimin in mind, oh my, he Yoongi. But if they are, they would know me as is still same. Man, come by yourself. Jimin, who are you? The man signed the other one to take him. Jimin, wait. Don't I come by myself? he said, and the Mac Jimin in mind. Oh my, what? Okay, what I do now? अच्छा तो ये 20 पे ख़त्म होगा नहीं 10 पे ख़त्म होगा तो वो 38 का नहीं 28 आई 20 सेकेंड्स का जजमेंट एक्स लिखा है नेक्स्ट okay so this was the second last and the second last and this is the last text and the last thing Jimin open his eyes they put Jimin where I am Yoongi close his eyes as he's feeling so he can feel the and Jimin no please